pagka may oras sila at napadaan. The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. One lawyer says that Bongbong Marcos's non-payment of fines in relation to his 1995 conviction strengthens the petitions against his candidacy. Attorney Ted Te, counsel for the petitioners, said that the former senator continues to deceive the public by refusing to settle his penalties up until now. Te and other lawyers were able to secure a certification from a QC trial court that there are no records of Bongbong Marcos having paid for his tax conviction fines. Recall that the Court of Appeals ordered Marcos Jr. to pay penalties after being convicted for tax evasion back in 1982 until 1985. And a sixth disqualification case has been filed against Bongbong Marcos. This is on top of another case filed against him by a former official of the Partido Federal ng Pilipinas. Greg Gregorio with the rest of the details.
After a string of disqualification and cancellation petitions, presidential aspirant Bongbong Marcos is facing another hurdle. Abubakar Mangelan, who claims to be the chairman of Partido Federal ng Pilipinas, filed a declaration of nullity of the party's certificate of nomination for Marcos. He says that Marcos was neither an officer nor a member of the political party.
I have not seen the CONA or the COC, no? That is one thing that we want to find out with the COMELEC, and they should have to study the contents of our petition.
But according to PFP Secretary General Thompson Lantion, the party unseated Mangelan as chairman on September 18. That very day, Marcos was endorsed as their presidential bet. He said that come October 5, Marcos joined PFP and assumed chairmanship. The following day, he filed his COC. Apart from Mangelan's filing, another disqualification case was filed against Marcos. Akbayan and their co-petitioners argue that Marcos should be perpetually disqualified from holding public office. They also cited the former senator's 1995 conviction for failure to file income tax returns as basis, citing this as ground for moral turpitude. This petition is the seventh case to be filed seeking to bar Marcos from running for president. Two petitions, meanwhile, seek to dismiss a petition to cancel COC of Marcos.
Hopefully, agad-agad itong aksyonan ng COMELEC kasi habang tumatagal pa ito at masama siya sa printing ng balota, masasayang lang din yung boto ng mga tao.
Akbayan supports the presidential bid of Vice President Leni Robredo, but says this has nothing to do with their petition.
Fina-file natin to independently from any other political candidate kasi yung paniniwala natin ay dapat yung ma-elect na presidente ay rumerespeto sa karapatang pantao, hindi tayo ninanakawan at syempre nakikinig sa iba't ibang mga sektor.
The camp of Bongbong Marcos said they respect the right of, quote, delusion groups to take whatever legal action they think would best serve their own agenda. For News 5, Greg Gregorio, we are One News.
One incumbent official of the Partido Federal ng Pilipinas is disowning the nullification case filed against Bongbong Marcos. PFP Vice President for Mindanao, Asam Ulangkaya, told the chiefs that the petition filed by former party chairman Abubakar Mangelan is nothing but a joke. Ulancaya said Mangelen was unseated as chairman last September 18. Bongbong Marcos then joined the party and assumed chairmanship in October before formalizing his presidential bid under the PFP.
Ipinail po na petisyon sa COMELEC ay dalawang isyu na pawang pong kasinungalingan at katatawa-tawa. Una po, sinabi sa naturang pong petisyon na ang aming pong presidential candidate ay hindi membro ng Partido Federal ng Pilipinas at ang petitioner sa pangalan po ni Ginoong Abubakar Mangelen ay chairman daw po ng Partido Federal ng Pilipinas na hindi naman totoo.
Meanwhile, the COMELEC says that Bongbong Marcos could become an independent candidate if the petition for nullification is granted. COMELEC spokesperson James Jimenez said that, like the other petitions against Marcos Jr., the case will have to go through deliberations.
Magkakaroon tayo ng summons, magkakaroon ng opportunity to answer, and then preliminary conference, etc. Pero wala pang nangyayari sa ngayon. If the CONA gets nullified, he becomes an independent.
On to COVID news, we have the Health Department reporting 540 new COVID-19 cases on Friday. The total caseload is now at 2.83 million, with almost 15,000 cases still active. 235 people died of the virus in the past 24 hours, pushing the death toll to almost 49,000. 218 cases previously tagged as recoveries have been reclassified as deaths after validation. Meanwhile, total recoveries are now at 2.76 million after 730 new survivors logged overnight. 1.8% of the total 32,900 tests included in today's bulletin yielded positive results. And the Omicron COVID variant poses a higher risk for reinfection, according to initial information gathered by the World Health Organization. Citing preliminary evidence, the WHO says recovered patients are more likely to get infected with COVID-19 again with the Omicron variant as compared to the previous variants. Its higher number of mutations also suggest a faster rate of transmission in line with what's being observed in South Africa. The WHO is still working closely with experts in order to find out more about this Omicron variant, particularly its effects on vaccine efficacy.
There is no information yet that suggests that current vaccines are not effective against this variant. So we need to remain focused on our goal to reduce and protect people from severe disease, hospitalization, and death.
Let's take a quick look at today's other top stories. The Court of Appeals has allowed Rappler CEO Maria Ressa to go to Oslo in Norway in order to personally accept her Nobel Peace Prize for 2021. Ressa's motion to travel was granted just in time for the ceremony on December 10. Ressa and Russian journalist Dmitry Muratov were awarded the 2021 Nobel Peace Prize as a salute to the role of journalists in upholding democracies worldwide. And the whole country is now under Alert Level 2 after the government downgraded Apayao from Alert Level 3. The de-escalation came after a change in metrics. The one-week growth rate of COVID-19 cases will no longer be included in determining alert level classifications. Instead, areas will be classified according to hospital bed utilization rate and case category. And the Health Department reports that 8 million doses have so far been administered by the government's national vaccination drive. Health Undersecretary Mirna Cabutajes said some 2.8 million doses were given on the third day of the initiative. Government has extended the event until today in a bid to hit its target of 9 million vaccines administered. For more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and business world online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.